All right, everybody, we've got Fred here. We're ready to go if you guys are ready. We'll start with Cam.
Hey, Fred. Well, how are preparations going this week with you're missing a lot of guys on defense on the COVID list, and just how was the bye week amid all that?
I mean, it's good. I feel like we used the bye week wisely to get our bodies right. You know, I feel like we needed it. It was kind of towards that midpoint of the season, and now we're just really excited to get going again. You know, guys are fresh. You know, we're hungry. We want to get back to being competitive and winning ball games. So we're excited about getting back to work this week.
Hey, excuse me. Hey, Fred, thinking about last year's game in LA and then the time you played them at Levi's this season, those are some of the worst offensive performances the Rams have had in the last couple of years. Not that you're going to give away any secrets, but is there something – obviously they run a similar offense and whatnot, but when you match up against them, is there a confidence level that – not that, you know, you're on to them necessarily, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you are on to them.
You trying to put words in my mouth, man? What is this? What we asking? No, I mean they're an outstanding offense. You see them week in and week out, and the things that they're able to do, the scheme that Coach McVay's been able to put together, and having a guy like Jared Goff to just run that thing as fluent as he does. You know, the arm talent, the receivers he has around him, and I think that one of the most underrated O lines in the entire league. I really like how they they get after it. So I mean, like you said, we were able to have success on defense going against them the last couple outings, but I mean, I know they're trying to make a statement, I'm sure, you know, to get after us and make sure that they're starting on the right foot come Sunday.
Fred, what have you seen from Cam Akers lately? It's his first year. Have you seen development from him since week one, the film you've watched?
He didn't get a lot of playing time when we played against him the first time around, but I mean, I know he's a talented back. He's one of those speed guys. When he does find a hole, he's able to. The burst is it jumps off the tape, and he's been able to get more and more opportunities as the season's gone on. Now being able to watch the tape back, and so I'm sure they're excited about him. He's a young guy, and can do a lot of different things for him. He's very dynamic and someone we have to make sure we're looking for.
Hi, Fred. I've got an obligatory Thanksgiving question for you. What are some of your favorite Thanksgiving traditions and your favorite Thanksgiving foods?
Good questions. So, I mean, it's been so long since I've had actual Thanksgiving back home. In college, obviously you're away from home and obviously going into the NFL. But back when we did have Thanksgiving traditions, just being all the family being together on Thanksgiving Day and having those sides that everybody loves, having that meal together and just being thankful for what we have food-wise. Let's see, man. There's so many good ones to choose from, but sweet potato casserole and obviously you got to put turkey in there. Some people don't like turkey. I like turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, some of the basics. So.
Fred, if you guys do end up getting some of these guys back, Sherman, Mostert, and Debo, obviously I would assume some of the excitement you mentioned earlier is because of that. But is it also a little bit bittersweet? Is there some trepidation knowing that you still have some key guys on the COVID list? And just what's the mindset going into this week knowing that?
Yeah, I mean, this entire year has been just kind of trying to overcome adversity in all facets, and whether it be injuries or whether it be guys on the COVID list. I spent some time on the COVID list prior to the season starting. So it's just something that stuff that you can't really control. And when guys are back, that's obviously going to help our team. But you got to focus on who we have available and making sure the guys that we do have, we're continuing to get better and not trying to put so much pressure on, I hope that we get such and such back. And, guys who have been here, you got to continue to grow in your game. And so that's why I'm ready to take that next step heading into the back end of the season to help my team win football games.
We'll do two more for Fred.
Hey, Fred, statistically, you guys are missing way fewer tackles than any of your prior years as a defense as a whole. I'm wondering if does that come through in the film room, and what do you think has led to this improvement from the defense this season?
Yeah, we've seen it. We've talked about it. It's something that we emphasize every year, being a great tackling defense. And, I think we could probably attribute it to just the way we practice. It's not that we're taking guys to the ground, full contact practices. It's just that we're taking proper angles to the football and being deliberate in every rep that we get. So come game time, it's just natural. We're just going through things that we've done 1,000 times. So it's something that we want to try and get back on track. I feel like we kind of let ourselves down a little bit this past game with the way we tackled. We could have been a lot better in a lot of areas, but that being one of them specifically. So just getting back to work this week to improve that.
Fred, when you look back, when you spent your bye week kind of self-scouting and kind of figuring out what you wanted to accomplish these final 6 games of the season, what areas do you think, we all saw what Aaron Rodgers said about you on the field after the game, but what areas do you think where you can even tighten it up and be a better player here these final 6 games?
Yeah, well, I feel like I just got to do a great job of taking care of my body. I felt just a little out of it this past game, wasn't able to play to the best of my ability. And, that's completely on me. I feel like I gotta give it all for my team. And that's what I'm capable and willing to do for the rest of this season. I'm looking forward to improving in all facets of my game. Tackling, making sure I'm being a sure tackler and knocking guys back, getting takeaways when I can, making sure I'm taking advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, and just being a leader for this football team, regardless of the situation, making sure I'm steady in my preparation and the way I come to work every day. And as long as I do those things, I think I'll be all right.
We'll do the last one.
Fred, you mentioned some of your favorite Thanksgiving dishes. Do you have anything you make for Thanksgiving?
I do not do any of the making, unfortunately. I'm usually out at practice, but I'll try and help out a little bit in the kitchen this year if I happen to make some. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Hey, faithful, don't forget to click here to subscribe to our YouTube.